Afternoon, morning, evening, night to you. This is How to DeFi, and I am Ryan. And today I want to talk about what I feel is a complete hidden gem in the DeFi world. So I see this being talked about pretty much nowhere, and I say that with all sincerity. So most of the time, when you talk about ohm forks on anything other than Ethereum, where you have, of course, Olympus as the OG and the biggest, the other names that often come up are Wonderland Time, Spartacus, Hector, Phantom, maybe Fortress, maybe I'm forgetting a couple, but Clima, Gyro, those, right? But one that has went very under the radar, and I got into this very early, and then I got out of it, and then a couple of my other investor friends are still in it, is called Nemesis DAO. And it seemed almost too good to be true at first until it has delivered. So I got into this when the market cap was about 3 million. Now it's at 34. It's been as high as 52, I think, somewhere around there. The APY is still ridiculous, 179 billion%. And the treasury balance of 12 million. They're still maintaining a pretty solid runway of 115 days. If you want to see some more graphics, go switch to Nemesis Rising. Whatever, for me it doesn't matter. They have consistently had positive bonds. So even in the slight market dip, it's been positive, or you've been able to get some ROI from bonding versus just buying and staking. But what I find most interesting with this protocol, and this goes against pretty much everything else out there, including the other guys like Olympus and Wonderland. And if you look at my previous video I did on Fortress DAO, you'll see where I compared Spartacus and Phantom and Hector. Nemesis honey badgered that dip that happened on Thanksgiving like it was nobody's business. Seriously. So I want to go to CoinMarketCap and show you this. So the launch of Nemesis DAO was, I don't remember if it was exactly that day, but it was very like early mid-November, and it went under the radar very cheap, and it had to be a little early because I got in right around $500 at first, $500 or $600. So the entire market dipped around Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving weekend, and this is what Nemesis did. It went to 2,273, then a quick correction to 1,600. And excuse me. And then from there, it went very, very high, very fast, while the entire market, all of the other DAOs are headed in a downward trend. And they have proactively limited the amount of tokens that exist. So they've performed a lot of burns. As you can see, there are now 12,450, which is why the price has come down some. This was around 5,000 just a couple weeks ago. So there is some inflation starting to set in, but so far that's okay. And you can see where that started to happen, and now the price has started to come down. And then we had a really strong dip 2 days ago, and now we've already recovered more than 50%. And yeah, so Nemesis has been really strong. I was concerned at first that this was going to be a rug because it was giving me a really, really high APY. And this was at like 2.3%, which also, if you've seen my Galaxy Goggle DAO video, you'll see that that's a concern of mine there as well. The APY is so high, it's concerning that it's actually legitimate. But so far, Nemesis has been great. Their Discord is very active. Their dev team has been very responsive. They're also very proactive on Twitter. And you see this going on. And so far, they've delivered. And at this point for me, I've got in with my investment. I've got out with the original investment. Everything that's in is just riding at this point, and it's all profit. And I'm just going to let it go and see what happens. But so far, this has been really good. And it seems to be completely legitimate. So once again, not financial advice. Do your own research, yada, yada, yada. Don't listen to a random guy off YouTube. But when the market was going down, Nemesis was going up. And it continues to perform really strong. And you can't forget as well, with ohm forks, sideways makes you rich as well. So sideways is a good thing. And so far from the baseline, we're up and we continue to be up, and we're probably going to continue to be up. So check that out. Nemesis DAO, it's on Binance Smart Chain. Do your own research, be smart, but at the same time, this is a great project. So far, it's done really well for me and my investor friends. And yeah, that's Nemesis DAO. Check it out. Take care.